What's up, guys? If you all are struggling with the Parry system or the Counterspark system in Rise of the Ronin, I'm here to give you guys some early game tips to help you with that. In Rise of the Ronin, you could parry every single attack in a combo, but I actually would advise you not to do that. Basically, you want to block every attack and just count how many times an enemy attacks you with the same combo. What I notice is that most enemies only have a select few moves, so even though there's tons of different combat styles in this game, you won't be confused if you just pay attention and notice, okay, this enemy's attacking the same way repeatedly, and then wait for an opening. Now, like I said, you could Counterspark any move, but it only seems to affect the last move in a combo. If you Counterspark that move, no matter what, you will put the enemy in a stun state and you can do a lot of damage. Now, the easiest way to get a parry is when the enemy is doing a martial art attack. That's when all the red auras around them. When you see a flashing white light, that's when you want to parry. This works every single time. Now, I will say it is kind of tricky because some enemies do a bunch of movement, so you might get thrown off a bit. But if you parry right when you see that flashing white light, you'll get it every single time. Now, another thing you want to worry about with the Counterspark system is the Counterspark compatibility. This isn't something you have to worry too much about, especially early game, because this relies on the game's different combat systems where you have different type of art styles you can play with. So you basically have different combat styles that you could select mid-fight. You can have up to 3 at a time. In the beginning, you only have one type of combat style, and you could tell if the enemy is going to be weak to it or not by the arrow near their life bar. So if the arrow is blue, that means you have a combat style selected that you are at the advantage. If it's red, you're at a disadvantage. And if it's white or gray, that means it's even. You can still get a Counterspark or a parry off, so don't worry about that. The only difference, it seems, is that it's just easier to pull off depending upon the style you have selected. And it seems it may increase the amount of time the enemy is staggered. But ultimately, you can parry no matter what combat style you have. It's just you will be at a better advantage if you're using the right style. As long as you remember that a well-timed Counterspark will always work, and the best time to do it is when the enemy does their last move in a combo, or if you notice they're doing like a charged up attack, it won't be a combo, so it'll be just one move. As long as you time it just right, you will always put them in a stun state. But my last tip for you, which is something I already kind of covered, if you're struggling, the best thing for you to do is just to block. If you keep blocking and studying the enemy's attacks, then you will be able to figure out when's the proper time to do these Countersparks or not. Don't sit there and try to Counterspark every move, although you can do that. It's best to just wait, watch the enemy, study the enemy, and then hit them where it hurts. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips and tricks on Rise of the Ronin. And check out my other videos that will be coming soon on Rise of the Ronin. Peace.